Welcome to the Month at Mac presentation for the Honors Integrated Science Program, or ISI. My name is Chad Harvey, and I'm an associate professor in the School of Interdisciplinary Science. It's my pleasure to be giving this presentation, as I've had the honor of being a part of the program since its inception in 2009. The first question we always get is, what is ISI? ISI is a 4-year interdisciplinary research-based program. The class sizes are small, around 64 students per year. So even though we have small class sizes, we have big custom courses. We include innovative interdisciplinary instruction with assessment that is based on learning outcomes. As a result, it's collaborative with self-directed learning for both individual and group projects. In addition, we have dedicated learning space as well as administrative space on the 3rd floor of the Thode Library for Science and Engineering. The entrance requirements for ISI are the following 6 combination of courses: Grade 12U English, Advanced Functions, Calculus and Vectors, and then 2 of Biology, Chemistry, and Physics, and then 1 additional U or M course. We recommend students have all 3 of the Grade 12U sciences because of the interdisciplinary nature of the course. But we do recognize that not every student will be able to fit all 3 Grade 12U sciences into their calendar. It is the combination of average for these 6 course requirements that gets a student's supplementary application looked at. So the final piece of an application for ISI is the online supplementary application. This opens in mid-November and then closes near the beginning of February. It is the answers to the questions on the supplementary application that will actually earn a student's entrance into the program. And on this application, we're seeking to answer the question, why is ISI the right program for the student? It is not, why is the student right for the program? We organize the Integrated Science Program based on learning science through research. That is, learning science by doing science. But we do this in a scaffolded step-by-step way, which transitions high school students from work in high school to independent original research by the time they get to their 4th year honors thesis. As such, the project orientation consists of multiple different interdisciplinary projects through the 4 levels of the course. In first year, students have 4 interdisciplinary projects that range in 3 to 6 weeks. Moving through years 2 to 4, there's 6 to 10 week projects in level 2, 5 6 to 10 week projects in level 3, and then the final year of their honors program is a 2-term thesis project that they do in addition to some interdisciplinary seminars. All of these modules emphasize the relationships between discipline areas and the application of science and techniques and concepts, both to other scientific disciplines, as well as to large questions relevant to society. On this slide, I'm going to tell you how the program is arranged over those 4 courses. So I'm going to show you a figure which has the 4 levels of the program, the years of the program on the x-axis, and on the side we have the number of courses taken per year, which is usually 10. At McMaster, 1 course is equivalent to 3 units. So in the first year, we have ISI 1A24, which is equivalent to 8 introductory science classes. In the gray bars, we have the electives, which means 1 per term. Moving on into year 2, we have ISI 2A18. This is equivalent to 6 courses of science, and then students have 4 electives, on average 2 per term. Moving on to years 3 and 4, we have ISI 3A12 and ISI 4A12 with much more elective course room so students can tailor their individual educational journey to their interests. In the next slide, I'm going to break down how ISI 1A24 is reflected in the research projects that the students do. So in fall, students arrive. During the first 6 weeks, we have something called foundations. And these are satisfied with something we call ICONs, or interdisciplinary concept seminars. This gets students sort of through a boot camp, as they affectionately like to call, and up to speed and equivalencies based on the various high school backgrounds. We also give students an introduction to research projects in something we call RP0. There's a midterm break, and then over the next 6 weeks, students take further classes in addition to an integration with 2 research projects. The first one is planetary exploration and drugs, doses, and biodistribution to round out the first half of the year. Then, of course, there are traditional end-of-year exams that would cover the course content over the first term. In the winter, the program is broken down into 2 6-week projects. Again, there's classes, and the content covered in those classes integrates with 2 research projects that each run 6 weeks. The first, RP3, is Sustainable Energy in Challenging Environments, and the second, RP4, Cancer, a 21st Century Plague. How the students learn in ISI is also a very unique and highly designed experience. We have, as I said before, ICONs. We also include invited speaker seminars, which in the first year happen weekly. There's labs, which include fieldwork, and then a year-end student-run scientific conference we call Synthesis. So as I said before, these ICONs are not your normal lecture. It is a concept seminar where students may have standard lecture experiences, but also much more engaged in hands-on classroom experiences. The invited speaker seminars include experts in the field, whether they're from McMaster, from industry, or from additional other academic institutions. And again, in first year, we do these weekly, every Tuesday at 5:30 on average. The labs offer a great variety across the scientific disciplines, where we take students out into the field as well as bring them into the lab to give them that hands-on scientific research experience. And as I said, Synthesis is our year-end ISI symposium that's organized by students. It's a conference to see how scientists work together and the amazing research these young scientists can put together. Further to that, we pride ourselves on ISI being a learning community. There's the iStudy, which is the student-only study space, the iTeach team, and the ISI Society. So the iStudy is a dedicated ISI student-only space for studying, having project meetings, and seeking out peer support. We have the iTeach team, which has the professors, our science librarian, the staff and administrators, and we all work very closely with the students in the program. Indeed, this year with the virtual term, we've even done something called iCircles, where members of the iTeach team have small mentorship groups with the students. And finally, we have the ISI Society, which is a student-run organization like your student government that does both academic and social programming. So the Level 1 student experience, we really pride ourselves on facilitating and catalyzing the transition from high school to university. There's a very strong sense of ISI as a community, and we're there to support each other. That's the instructors, peers in your cohort, as well as the upper years, including a big SIB program. Students are learning how to manage research projects, working successfully in groups, but also developing skills through various project deliverables and enjoying their time at university. So it's not just about content delivery, but it's about how to learn. Getting back to that arrangement of programs and courses, that was ISI 1A24. I'm now going to give you a quick overview of the other 3 years in the program, levels 2, 3, and 4. So here's a project summary of those levels. Again, we're scaffolding the students through interdisciplinary research projects. In second year, they do a half-term enrichment project. In third year, they do a full-term or half-year independent project, which then leads them to their full-year honors thesis in fourth year. Across each year, we have the integration of both scientific and professional skills. This is a brief breakdown of what those projects are in second year. We have plant-animal interactions, history of the earth, drug discovery, thermodynamics, and neuroscience. So as you can see, they're very interdisciplinary. As we walk through the third year, wine science, forensic investigation, light, the universe and everything, and climate change. And then finally, in fourth year, as the students are doing their honors thesis, we continue a seminar component where we introduce students to broad topics such as applying for grants, going through graduate medical school applications. We give them interview simulations, and indeed we have the McMaster etiquette officer come through and how to better behave, if you will, in social settings, in those professional social settings where impressions go a long way. Additionally, in level 2 to 4, students can choose to concentrate their elective room. And the concentrations come from the 10 different scientific departments in the Faculty of Science. They include biochemistry, biology, chemistry, chemical biology, medical and biological physics, psychology, neuroscience, behavior, earth and environmental science, mathematics, and physics. So as a figure, what happens here is that students can fill their elective space with specified courses from those departments and concentrating in that area of their interest. As a result, students will be ideally prepared to go on to graduate or professional school because they have the requisite content and experiences in those particular disciplines. That being said, students can also choose to go unconcentrated, or as our students like to say, not from concentrate, and pursue a wide variety of different elective courses. In addition, there are many experiential opportunities that we offer in levels 2 to 4. One of those is our interdisciplinary field camp, Explore 3IS3, which goes to Iceland every year. And we look at both everything from the geology, the ecology, but also the sociology of the land of ice and fire. We also have a third-year exchange to the University of Leicester, where we have a sister program there called Natural Science. And it is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity where not only do the students collaborate with our peer program at Leicester, but also the faculty, as we have collaborative research projects that go on. The final question, of course, is what can I do with an ISI degree? Students are ideally equipped to go on to graduate studies, whether a master's, a PhD, or an MD, PhD, in interdisciplinary or discipline-focused areas of study. They're also prepared to go on to professional schools, medicine, law, dentistry, pharmacy, and teaching. And we have graduates from the ISI program that have gone to every one of these different types of career journeys. Of course, there's also preparation for research, development, government, and policy, whether that be in academia, industry, or the government sector. The bottom line is that ISI graduates are, not will be, but are ideally prepared to be our future scientific leaders. Thank you for listening. If you do have any questions or would like to discuss things further, we are available at science.mcmaster.ca/ISI, or you can email isi@mcmaster.ca. Again, my name is Chad Harvey, and I'm an associate professor in the School for Interdisciplinary Science and the ISI program. And you can also contact me at harvech@mcmaster.ca. Thank you for your time.